So our next speaker is from Bell High School, and he will actually be discussing a topic that may at first sound intimidating and something huge that normally none of us would think we could have an effect on. But as he will explain, it is a lot easier to accomplish this thing than many of us might think. So please welcome Agastya Kalra.
Hello? Awesome. So how are you guys doing today? Oh, come on. Okay, look, I understand this is like 2 hours before you're even supposed to wake up, but I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret of mine. I'm always tired. And just because I'm always tired doesn't mean I shouldn't be excited. So why don't we try this again? How are you guys doing today? There we go. All right. Now, let's enough with the jokes. Let's put on my serious cap here. I'm going to get serious now. Okay, so I'm going to open up my speech just by asking a not-so-simple question. What is world peace? Now, raise your hand if you think world peace just means a time without war. Anyone? Time without war, world peace? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm here to try and tell you that I think world peace is a lot more than that, because it's very similar to how to love someone doesn't mean that you don't hate them, right? Or doing well doesn't mean not doing bad. It means a lot more than that. So just like that, world peace means a lot more than just not having war. World peace means that we are constantly working to enhance the value of human dignity. World peace, that means that people around the world feel like they have an equal opportunity. World peace means that we all believe in our potential to do something great, and that we will go out there and do it. So I believe that world peace is not an endpoint, but a river in itself, constantly flowing and changing. And I feel like we have to continue to swim forward in this river, or else we may just be swept backwards by the current. And to expand on that a little bit, I think world peace, arguably, is like keeping your room clean. I can spend 20 minutes on a weekend making it beautiful, but that's only gonna last for 5 minutes unless I consistently make that effort to make it a better place. And I think world peace is similar. But if we look at the previous century, we have seen a lot of human tragedy. World War I and World War II together, combined, took almost 65 million lives, not including the countless millions others wounded and missing. And just to put that in perspective, we're looking at 2 times Canada's population dying in 10 years. And these aren't even the only issues. After the Cold War, it looked like humanity might finally have achieved some form of world peace, but since then, 60 nations have undergone violent internal conflicts. And these aren't even the only problems. We have global warming, the destruction of our ozone layer. There are many other problems that we are facing. And now we stand on the beginning of the 21st century, and we have the responsibility as students to fix all of these. Because if you think about it, who is the future of the world? We are the future of the world. In the next 20 to 25 years, we are going to be the next environmental activists, the next politicians, the next people that are going to make a change in the world. And we have to be the changes we want to see in the world, because we are the inhabitants of the world. Usually, when we think about who is supposed to end wars, who is supposed to deal with global warming, we're like, oh, that guy will do it, the president or the prime minister. But who inhabits the world? We are the inhabitants of the world, right? We are the ones who have to make the changes because we're the ones who live in it. And we have to make it a place where we would want to be in the future. And to do something so big, I think it is important that we start now. And we should try to make our schools a better place, because according to the Tell Them From Me survey, in 2013, more than 9% of people in our schools feel like they are being discriminated against, whether it's for their marks, their gender, their grades, all sorts of things. And I feel like that is not acceptable. Usually, when you think about this kind of thing, you're like, well, who's supposed to fix that, right? Who is supposed to make people feel welcome? And we think, oh, it's the principal's job, it's the counselor's job. But, who are the inhabitants of the school? We are. Who are the inhabitants of the world? We are. So who is going to have to make that change? We are going to have to make that change. We are going to have to go that extra step to include one extra person. We are going to have to make that extra change in our own lives to try and make others happy. And world peace stems from individual happiness. Because if we are all individually happy, then I'm not going to go around like punching out random people, right? We are going to feel better, and therefore the society as a whole will feel better. So I feel like it is our responsibility as inhabitants of the world, as inhabitants of the school, to make other people feel happier, even by the smallest of actions, because the smallest of actions can make the biggest of changes. And if you consistently strive to make your school, to make your world a better place, you will make a difference. And I have a short video here that I think will illustrate this point. So if you could, yeah.
I wanted to be someone, and I wanted to reach out to people and show who I was.
I just remember at first they called him the doorman. They thought he was weird.
It was definitely kind of weird. It took a while for people to adjust. But once people realized that he was continuing with it, it almost became something to look forward to in the morning. Like, you walk up the stairs and you know that Josh Yant's gonna be standing there with a big smile on his face saying good morning.
No problem.
The first few weeks when I started doing it, they were kind of shocked.
Good, you? Thank you.
Not many people hold doors, right? But after that, people started to open up to me. Opening a door is more than a physical act. It's about putting yourself out there, getting to know people, making them feel comfortable, making them feel welcome.
Thank you. No problem.
Opening doors, it gives people hope that people care.
I think that was his way of saying I'm here and I'm not going to be invisible anymore.
He had literally, just by holding doors and saying good morning, he had turned, like, he'd made a drastic change in his life.
It was definitely a positive effect. Like, it made people want to do nice things for other people. Like, he set a good example for other students.
Everything changed huge. I mean, everyone said it. All the teachers, the students felt it. They talked about it, you know, that he changed things in the school. And he was a changed drop.
So, I don't know, but I found that very inspiring. And it's a WestJet video. You guys can find it on YouTube. So what did we learn from this video? We learned that the smallest of things, holding a door, as everyone here has held a door before, right? We've all held doors for people. Yeah, he did that every day for like a year. And he had made a massive impact on his school. And I think we can all do the same thing. We can all take the initiative to do a small thing every single day, and we will make an impact in our schools. So if there's anything I want you guys to take from my presentation, it is this. Every time we make a small action to help someone, and if we consistently make these actions every day, we are taking small steps towards the goal of school peace and, arguably, world peace. Because we are the inhabitants of the school, right? We are the inhabitants of the world. So who has to make these changes? We do. And if we take these small steps, then we will be making a change, because as the Chinese philosopher Confucius once said, a 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.